I'm on a mission to beat 1,000 video games, and this is every game I beat in March ranked by just my personal enjoyment level. Number 5 is Centum. I wouldn't necessarily call this a bad game, but I freaking hated it. It's packaged like a point-and-click horror game, but there is absolutely nothing remotely scary about it. It's just walls and walls of abstract text and a bunch of weird visuals, maybe a few of which were somewhat disturbing. The whole time I felt like I was at some avant-garde art show that I didn't understand. Number 4 is the Suikoden 2 HD Remaster. I don't understand this one either. I know there's a lot of love for this game out there, but it's riddled with issues. The party management system is way more trouble than it's worth. The best part of the game, the tactical military battles, are almost all rigged from the start, and there's literally zero challenge in the whole game. You can just auto-battle through the whole thing. What's the point? Number 3 is Onimusha Warlords. Now this one I liked. Think the original Devil May Cry meets the Ninja Gaiden Xbox games, but not as gut-punchingly difficult, and throw in some Resident Evil-style resource management and exploration. There's definitely some issues with the tank controls and the fixed camera, but overall it was totally worth playing, and now I'm really looking forward to the remaster of the second game that comes in May. Number 2 is Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. As far as Uncharted games go, this one's close to the bottom, but they're all so good that the bottom is still A tier. It's basically the best, most modern gameplay mechanics and graphics in the franchise, coupled with easily the worst story and shortest runtime, but I still had a blast playing as badass Chloe Frazer for 6 hours, so I didn't really have any serious complaints. And number 1, and it's not even close, is The Evil Within, one of the best survival horror games of all time, period. It somehow manages to go way over the top and way crazier than even the most bonkers Silent Hill title, but even with all that going on, is still scarier than almost any Resident Evil game. It really is the best marriage of action and horror, and there are like 4 or 5 different terrifying villains that each could very easily just have their own franchise. No game goes harder than The Evil Within. No game. So that's it for the month of March, and it brings us to a total of 18 games beaten so far in 2025, and a grand total of 571 games beaten since we started doing all this way back at the beginning of 2020. If you enjoyed the video, all I need from you is a like. That's it, just a like, and let me know if you hate any of my takes. I've had a few bad ones, not in this video though. Everything I said today is ironclad. Next month we'll be playing a bunch of new games: South of Midnight, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Lost Records Bloom & Rage, and much more, so feel free to follow if you want to know where those games end up on the rankings and why.